We want to take a moment to talk a little bit about the disgraceful, disgusting behavior of all of these people. They don't have anything to talk about. They're not interesting. They're dragging everyone to the fucking dirt with their emotional dumping ground. It's an emotional dumping ground. And to top it all off, none of them are successful. They just have money. They're all miserable as hell. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They just want to look cool for audiences, and they call that success in business. And they're breaking the law with all their marketing scams, their brand deals, their collaborative moves. And it's like taking a person and putting them in a washing machine and then putting them in the dryer and then back in the washing machine and back in the dryer and back in the washing machine and then and stirring up emotional pain that doesn't even belong to the audience. Because none of these people have handled their own emotions. They haven't handled their emotions enough to be speaking the way they're speaking. Not to mention their wife is stepping in and trying to act as if she's a guru at evolution in society when she's nothing more than a sick woman trying to ruin her so-called husband's career. It's incredible to me the information that you think you're delivering to an audience when it's worthless. It's a copycat of someone else's work. And you're not doing anything but harming people with your books, your words, and your jargon. And that's the blueprint of all of these people. And they'll claim to you they have good intent, but the results tell you they have no good intent. They just want to be at the table to have dinner with Mona Van and her weird ass clean eat party. It's called the Ponzi scheme. So they dump all their problems onto you as audience as if they've overcome something, but they haven't overcome shit. They're all in the depths of the dirt and they're anti-American and they're selling out the Americans. And then they're smiling to your face. Look at this. If I could zoom in, you would see they're smiling in your face. I'm telling you that everything they're teaching you, and I've told you this since the day this all started, nobody knew what they were doing. No one knew what they were talking about, and they were more interested in making money than delivering to the audience, because if they were caring about their audience, they would have called me on the phone and they would have said, what's going on? What do you have to say? What do you need to teach? But that's not how industry works, is it? Everyone's self-centered and self-absorbed, and they don't help each other. They hurt each other, and they hurt you as audience, but you're too enthralled by how much money they all have and how much status they have, while you all proclaim yourselves to be authentic, and then you do rock, paper, scissors, shoot to get an 8-minute meeting with someone to make you some money. Understand what I'm saying to you all. Well, no one watches my videos. I would prefer it that nobody watched it. However, you're all watching it. No one asked my permission. What's permission? It's subscribing and following. And then you tried to blame me for all your problems. Cover them up with fake. You covered them up, you put a smile on your face, but those problems are embedded deep within your core. They're in your meditations. They're in the pills that you take that are sitting by your bedside. They're in the fancy outfits that you put on that Heather Lamusa stands in front of the camera and tries to make you feel bad about the size of your waist. Tries to make you feel bad about working at Walmart. Makes Walmart an unprofessional business. Every job that's a job where you get paid, you have an opportunity to be an entrepreneur and offer a successful life. However, they don't see that as success. They see this shit as success. And this is actually the epitome of unsuccessful. Let's take a listen to what they have to say.
Shit, who you surround yourself with, and change the course and enjoy the last 30 years of your life. Chase that.
Nothing but carrot chasers for a dream and a goal to ruin their lives while ruining others because they were brainwashed into believing about aspirations and goals and dreams, but they didn't have an ethical, moral bone in their body, and they had crappy parenting and parents, or they wanted the Ferrari and the fiance who's a mental patient.
Drives me every day. That's truth.
That is literally why I wrote the book, because I realized that. And the cool, again, to me, the best part about this whole thing is this is not an outside game. You don't have to move to France. You don't have to, change your clothes. You don't have to do anything. All this, it's an inside game, and you can start immediately.
So it's an inside game, but he's projecting onto audiences with his wife their lacks of onto audiences because they're not put together people. Don't do that. They're not mentally stable. They don't have the education behind what they're trying to educate on. See, if he were to really be a doctor or really teach on photography, nobody would be interested. Because the modern day marketing scam is to emotionally drain audiences, which is what he's trying to do in this moment, so that he can win at a game that he's losing big time at with a bunch of women who are losing big time because he wants to go to the white party. While you're doubting, everybody's doubting whether what I'm saying is true because you have so much trust in Gary Vee. Go take a look at his history, Gary Vee's history. So are you you're gonna either go with your intuition of the pain that you feel inside while he's glaring at me. This is what they do. You can trust me.
With very, very basic tools, and that's what I try to do.
It's the basic tools of manipulation. It's the basic tools of a scumbag. It's the basic schooling of the deadbeat dirtbag who wants something from a woman, takes it, cheats on her, and then uses her to get what he needs to fulfill him up. While he makes money, he marries the other girl, and then you're sitting here at 80 years old, still single, where he robbed you of your entire existence. That's the story of a lot of women's lives at this point because of women like Mona Van and because of men like this. And then he's going to try to sit over there and coach the younger generation on how to be just like him. Because that's the generation of the Zillennials. Gen Xers, that's the Gen Xers. They took it to a whole nother level of being half techie and half normal. However, all of your wives are immoral. And then some of these millennials and Gen Zs are lying and saying that they're Zillennials, and they don't even know what Parquet commercials were, or Care Bears, or any of those things. So none of you protected us as a civilization. Screw women and children at this point. As a civilization, you want to understand that you were too busy trying to chase your carrot than to protect this world from people like Mona Van from the Middle East. Proof is in all the techie shit that we have going on and how you've allowed those big titty women to be all up in our faces. And then you're like, don't date one of those in an inconspicuous way so you can still look like the cool guys.
Never played safe.
Never play it safe, so go date one. So go date one, go marry one, better yet, go marry one and go live in your empty house of disgustingness. That is some disgusting ass shit. All of your lives are fucking nasty.